Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is part 2 of my makeup decluttering series, and in this video I'm getting rid of all of my bronzers, my blushes, highlighters and powders. And this video wasn't actually as hard as I thought it'd be because I always know what works for me and things that I can keep, things that I don't want, things that I can get rid of. So this one was a lot easier for me than my last video, because my last video I was getting rid of my foundations and my concealers, and foundations are one of the hardest things for me to get rid of because I am a really big hoarder. So the point of these videos is for me to cut down my makeup collection by at least half, and I don't know if I did half, but I think I did a really good job on these because I'm one of these people that used to be a hoarder. I used to keep all of my makeup, even if it didn't work for me, even if I didn't like it, I used to keep it anyway. And I've just basically bit the bullet and decided I'm going to get rid of everything that doesn't work for me, everything I don't want, I'm just going to get rid of it anyway. So with all these products that I'm getting rid of, if they've expired, I will be chucking them in a bin. If I've used them once or twice, I will be giving them to friends and family, and if I've never used them or never opened them, I will be getting rid of them by selling them. So I will link everything down below in info box for you so you can check those out. So if you're new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, and also make sure that you hit the bell icon just so you're notified every time I upload a new video. So with all the videos in this makeup decluttering series, I will link them down below for you so you can check those out. So if you want to see part 2 of my makeup decluttering videos, then just keep watching. So the next drawer I'm decluttering is this one right here, and this is my second drawer, and this is full up to the top of powders. So in here I have my face powders, blushes, bronzers, highlighters. I also have cream products as well, and then in here I also have some of my samples as well, but I also have some products in here that are to do with my blushes, bronzers and highlighters and powders. So I'm going to be going through this as well, just pulling out the things that go with this drawer, and I'm going to be decluttering those as well. I didn't realise I actually had this many things until I just opened the drawer. Now, I didn't realise I had so many bronzers and so many blushes, and I feel like this really needs to be decluttered because I don't use half of this, and some of this I really don't like, and I just feel like I can get rid of it anyway. So this is probably not going to be as hard as I thought it would be because I already know some things that I'm going to get rid of. So I'm going to take everything out of this drawer, I'm going to put it on my floor, and we're going to go ahead and declutter it. And I'm actually really excited for this because I already know that about half of this can already go anyway, so I'm excited to see what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to get rid of. So these were my face powders, blushes, bronzers and highlighters, and I've also got a couple of them from another drawer as well. So this is pretty much everything that was in that drawer other than a couple of different things, and I already know some things that I'm going to get rid of anyway, so it's probably not going to be that hard for me because I'll just look at some of these, and if I know I'm not going to use them, I'm just going to get rid of them. And just looking at everything in this pile right now, I'm just like, I can't believe I have that many things, and I just basically need to declutter all of this. I need to make sure that it fits in one drawer without any troubles at all. So I'm going to go ahead and separate these into different categories. So I'm going to do face powders, blushes, bronzers and highlighters because I feel like that might be a lot more easier for me to get rid of everything if I put them in different categories, because looking at it right now I just don't feel like I can go through it and then get rid of things and keep things. So I'm going to start off by getting all of my face powders out, and those are the things that I'm going to declutter first. Then I'm going to go on to blushes, bronzers and then highlighters. So these are my face powders, and already I can tell some things that I'm going to be getting rid of. So in this box I'm going to put everything that I'm getting rid of, and in this box I'm going to put everything that I'm keeping. And I have used some of these before, I either like them or I don't. Some of them I haven't used before, and I feel like I have a really good idea on things that I do like. So the first one that I'm going to show you is the Collection Sheer Loose Powder, and I absolutely love these. They're amazing for baking, they're amazing for setting concealer as well, and I've already gone through quite a few of these, and these are in the shade Translucent. I love them, they work perfect for my skin tone when I'm pale and also when I'm tanned. And this one is already used up, so I'm going to be getting rid of that one, and this one I've started using and I love it, so I'm going to be keeping this one. And I also have the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro powder, and this is in the shade Light, and this is a tinted HD powder. I use this, I absolutely hated it. I think I actually had it in one of my videos of products that I didn't like, and it just is complete crap. It doesn't make my skin look HD. The colour is horrible as well. It's very orange, so it doesn't work when I'm pale. Also when I'm tanned it doesn't work, and I just don't get this, so I'm going to be getting rid of this because I just don't like it. I don't reach for it, so I'm just not going to use it. Next is the NYX HD Finishing Powder, and I haven't actually tried this yet. I did buy it a long time ago because I was like, I really want to try it, so I am going to be keeping this because I want to test it out and see if it makes my skin look really good and if it looks HD, because I'm also going to be comparing it to the Makeup Forever HD powder as well, because I do really love this. So I'm going to keep the Makeup Forever one because this is just amazing and it makes my skin look perfect as well. And this one I'm going to be keeping as well because I'm going to be seeing if it's the same as a Makeup Forever one. It's also a lot more affordable because it is a NYX one, so I'm going to be keeping this one. And I also have the Wet n Wild mattifying powder as well. I did get this in America, and anything that says mattifying I'm all about because I am super oily, so I decided I was going to go ahead and pick this up. I still haven't tried it out yet, so I am going to be keeping this because I have heard loads of amazing reviews on it, so I'm going to be keeping this one. And I also have the Givenchy matte loose powder, and I saw this in a video from Casey Holmes, and she has very oily skin as well, and she said that she loved it, so I decided I was going to go ahead and get it. It did cost me quite a lot of money. I haven't even tried it out yet, but just look at that packaging. That is just incredible. So I am going to be keeping this, but I'm not sure how you open it. So that's how you open it. You also get a little puff in there as well, and then you also get the G's in there as well, and it's a loose powder, and it is meant to be really good, and mattifying is meant to keep you matte all day. And as you guys know, I am super oily, so anything that says matte I am going to buy it and I am going to test it out as well. So I am going to be keeping this one just because I do want to try it out and see how it goes. And I have the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder, and everyone was going crazy about this when it first came out. They were like, this is meant to be a dupe of the Ben Nye Banana Powder. I tried this out and I thought this was absolutely crap. It didn't work on my skin. It just looks like a really horrible colour. It's so much more yellow than I thought, and I know because it is a banana powder it is going to be yellow, but just look at this. It just looks so horrible. And if you saw my last declutter video, you will see my Makeup Revolution concealer in there, and it was bright yellow, and this is basically exactly the same colour. You're meant to use it for under the eyes as well, and it's meant to counteract all of the dark circles. It didn't really work on that. It didn't make the colour go any different, and it just made my under eyes just look really yellow, and it was really blotchy. I hated this, so I'm going to be getting rid of this because I just find it really crap. And the last ones I have are the Maybelline Matte Makers, and I absolutely love this powder. It's my holy grail. I use it all the time, and it keeps me matte all day as well, and it's super affordable. Now the only thing that I don't like about this is that it can start to look a little bit cakey on the skin, but I love this so much that I bought it in two different shades. I have Classic Ivory, then I also have Natural Beige, which is what I'm using at the moment, and I think it's really good. But I am going to be trying out these other ones that I've got in here because I sort of feel like that some of these can make me more matte during the day, because this one lasts probably about 5 or 6 hours and then starts to get oily, but it is really good. It's a really good budget vibe, so I am going to be keeping these two. So this is everything that I'm keeping and everything that I'm getting rid of. So I'm keeping 7 face powders and I'm getting rid of 3 of them, and I feel like that's done really good because these ones are ones that I really want to test out, or things that I really do love, and these ones are just things that I don't like or things that are empty. So I think I did really good on that, and yeah, I'm hoping that the blushes are going to go even better because I know for a fact I don't use a lot of my blushes, and I feel like I just need to cut those down by half. So these are my blushes, and I can't believe I have this many because I don't actually use a lot of blush. I usually just stick to a couple that I love, and I already know some of these that I'm going to get rid of because I either don't use them, I've used them and I didn't like them, or things that I know for a fact that I'm not even going to start using. So the first thing that I have is the e.l.f. blush, and this is in the shade Pink Passion, and all I've done is actually swatch this. I've never actually used this before, and it's a vibrant pink shade, so I don't think I'm even going to use this because just look at how vibrant that is. That is just absolutely crazy. So this one I'm going to be getting rid of because I know for a fact I'm not going to use it. It looks more like an eyeshadow for Halloween. That is just absolutely crazy. And I have 2 EX1 blushes. I have Pretty in Peach, and then I also have Natural Flush, and I really like these. I use these for work because they just look so nice on the skin and they last a very long time as well. My favourite is Pretty in Peach because I'm more of a peach person when it comes to my blushes, so I'm going to keep this one. And this one is actually a really nice shade as well, but I don't really use it that often just because I feel like it's quite dark for my skin, but it is a really nice colour as you can see on there. I'm hoping that that actually comes up, but I am going to be keeping this one as well because I really do like the formula. It's really nice and creamy and it lasts a very long time as well. Next I have the Makeup Revolution Vivid Blush Lacquer in the shade Heat, and I tried this out a couple of times and I didn't really like it on my skin. I do have oily skin, so I have to use products that are mattifying, and when you put a liquid blush on top of that, it just doesn't work very well and it just looks really streaky. So I did like the colour of this. I didn't really like the formula and how it goes on my skin, but it is really affordable, so I think if you do want to have a blush that's sort of like a liquid one, then you should go and try this one out because it is pretty good, but it just didn't really work on my skin, so I'm getting rid of this one. I also have another e.l.f. blush, and this is in the shade Blushing, and I've had this for quite a few years. I do really like the colour of it. I think it's really pretty on the skin, but I don't really reach for it, and also it's really old as well, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one because I think it's probably past its expiry date as well. I also have two MAC blushes, and these are both in the shade Spring Sheen, and this is my holy grail colour for blush. I love it. It lasts a very long time on the skin. It looks gorgeous, has a hint of shimmer to it as well, and it's a really beautiful peachy pinky shade, as you can see on there. It's just so nice, and it goes for my skin with every single skin tone that I have, no matter if I'm pale, if I'm tanned, it just looks gorgeous. So I'm going to be keeping this one, and this one's already used up, so I'm going to do back to MAC, and I'm going to get rid of this one. I also have two blushes from Poundland, and these are the Makeup Gallery ones, and I have two shades. I have Spice, and I also have Candy Floss. Now I love Candy Floss, so I'm going to be keeping this one. It's just a really nice peachy pink colour, and I've already repurchased this as well, so I'm going to be keeping this one. And this one's Spice, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one just because I don't really reach for this colour very often. As you can see, it's not really coming up a lot on my hand because I do have a tan at the moment, but I think it is a really gorgeous colour, and the formula is incredible, and it's only £1, which is amazing. So I think I'm going to get rid of this one just because I don't really use it. I also have a Milani blush in the shade Luminoso, and I've used this so much. I bought this in America a couple of years ago, and I am obsessed with this blush. You also get a little brush in it as well, and then you also get a mirror in there. And then this is what the blush looks like, and it's just a really gorgeous pinky satiny colour, and it does really remind me of the MAC Spring Sheen blush, but it's just a little bit lighter. And as you can see, I've hit pan on this. It's nearly almost gone, and I really love this, so I'm going to keep it because I can't find another one. Last time I went to America, they sold out of all of the Luminoso blushes, and I really love it, so I'm going to be keeping this because there's still a little bit left in there as well. And the Soap & Glory Love at First blush, and I've had this for quite a few years now. I used to love it. It was my holy grail, and basically you get 3 different shades in here, and they're sort of like highlighter shades as well, and you can also use it as blush. And you get your blush brush and you just go all around it and you swirl all of the different colours together. It does give off a really gorgeous colour, but I feel like it's past its use by date now. It does say 36 months on the back, and I feel like I've had this for longer than 3 years, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. And then I have a Bella Pierre Cosmetics blush and lip stain, and I don't know what colour this is. It just looks like it's pink, and I've not even used this. I've not even opened this before, and straight away I know for a fact I'm not going to use this because I don't really like to have cream blushes, and I don't really like products like this for my lips. I usually go for the Juicy Shakers from Lancome, or I go for a lip gloss or a lip balm or something like that, and this just doesn't really appeal to me, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. I've never used it, but I know for a fact I'm not going to use it. And then I have the BH Cosmetics Daisy Floral Blush Duo, and this is a blush and also a highlighter in one, and I don't think I've actually even used this, so I'm just going to do some swatches. And it does look really pretty. I really like the highlighter from it, but I feel like it looks more of a powder. It doesn't really look very highlighty, and I feel like that this blush just looks a little bit too pink for me. I feel like that it might be really pretty, so I am going to be keeping it for the moment because I am going to see if I like the colour out of it or if I don't. And then I have the Nicka K blush, and I don't know what shade this is in. I think it's in the shade Romantic, and I really hate this. I got this in a beauty box quite a long time ago, and it's one of those where you get it on a poof on there, and then you get the colour in there, the blush is in there, and then you have to shake it. And I hated this. I thought it was really crap. I didn't like the colour of it. I used it twice and I just couldn't get on with it. I had to wipe off the blush and then put on a new blush, so I really don't like this. I don't recommend it, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one as well. And then I have 2 blush sticks as well. So I have one from Kiko and I also have one from Clinique, and I absolutely love Clinique blushes, and I'm starting to get used to cream blushes now. It's just a really gorgeous colour. This is in the shade Robust Rhubarb, and it's just really beautiful, and I feel like I am going to try this out because I am starting to get the hang of cream blushes now. I do sort of like them, but I also feel like that if I am wearing a matte foundation, it's not going to go very well, so I use it when I use my dewy foundation, so I'm going to keep this one. And then this one is the Kiko one, and this is a highlighter and also a blush in one, and it's very strange. I have used it quite a few times. I do really like it, but it is a little bit messy. So this is what they look like. So you get the blush on this side, then you also get the highlighter on this side, and they do look really pretty. So I am going to be keeping this as well because I really do like it, and I've used it quite a few times already. I also have 2 samples of blushes as well, and I know for a fact I'm not going to even start using these. So this one is Frat Boy by The Balm. I love The Balm's cosmetics. I absolutely love their eyeshadow palettes, but this is just tiny. I don't think I'm going going to get use out of it. It's also an eyeshadow. I wouldn't use it as an eyeshadow, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. And I've never even swatched it, but I know for a fact I can't even get a blush brush in there, so I'm not going to keep that one. Then I also have this one from Lord & Berry, and I don't like anything from Lord & Berry. I just feel like their cosmetics are a little bit crap for me, and you just get it in a pan like that, and I don't even know what I'd do with that. So I'm going to be getting rid of this one, and it's in the shade Lotus. And then I have 4 blushes left, and 2 of them are from NARS, one of them is from Wet n Wild, and another one's from Benefit. I haven't even tried this out yet, but I know that you can use it on lips as well, so I'm going to be keeping this one. I've heard so many great things about this, and I love the colour of it as well, so I'm going to keep this one. So I'm going to put it right here. And this one is from Wet n Wild. It's their colour icon in the shade, I don't even know what shade is that, pearlescent pink. And this looks so nice. It looks exactly the same as the Spring Sheen blush as well. As you can see, they're very, very similar. So I'm going to be keeping both of these because I've heard so many great reviews about these Wet n Wild blushes, so I'm going to keep that one. And then these 2 are from NARS. I have the Multi Stylo, and then I also have the blush, and I think these are both in the same shade. Yeah, these are both in the shade Orgasm. So I think this is such a pretty colour. So it's just a really gorgeous peachy pink, and I feel like it looks a lot like Spring Sheen as well. I think that's what I go for with my blushes. I always get ones that look pretty much the same as this one. And then I also have the Multi Stylo as well, which I haven't even tried, but I think I'm going to keep this anyway just so I can try it out, see if I like it. Because I've actually wanted one of these for a very long time, so I'm just going to see if it works, if I can get it out of the box. So that's what it looks like. It's a little travel size one. And then that's what it looks like in there as well. So it looks really pretty, and I'm going to keep this one as well because I haven't tried it out, and I love the colour of it because I have tried the blush out before, but I haven't tried the Multi Stylo before. So I've sorted out all of my blushes, and this is what I'm getting rid of, and this is what I'm keeping. And I'm getting rid of 10 blushes, which I think is an incredible thing for me. I know for a fact I'm going to have a lot more room in my makeup drawer, and I am keeping quite a few, but I am getting rid of quite a lot, so I feel like I've done really well on that. So I am really pleased with myself, and I think I've done really well with my blushes. And now I'm going to go ahead and go on to my bronzers. So these are my bronzers and also my contour kits, and I already know things that I'm going to be getting rid of. I didn't actually realise I had that many, just because I don't really use a lot of bronzers. Usually I just stick to ones that I really like. So the first one I have is the W7 bronzing base, and I've had this for over a year now, and it only lasts for 12 months. And just look at that. It's a really gorgeous colour when you put it on the skin. It doesn't look orange at all, but I feel like it is past its use by date, and I just don't go with this anymore, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. And that was actually a dupe for the Chanel bronzer as well. I love this cream bronzer. It's my holy grail. It's just gorgeous. It looks so nice on the skin, and again, it does look quite orange in there, but it's just so gorgeous when you put it on, and it looks so amazing on my skin. Even though I do have oily skin, it doesn't look like an oil slick on my skin. It just looks so gorgeous. It lasts a very long time as well, and I've had this for probably about 6 months now, and that's just how much I've got rid of it. And I use this almost every single day. It just gives a really nice healthy glow to the skin, and it just looks so nice. So I'm going to be keeping this one because it is my holy grail, and I absolutely love it. Next I have the Natural Collection bronzing pearls in the shade Sahara Sun, and I really didn't like these. I thought these were very orange, and it just looks absolutely horrible. It's going everywhere, and I really don't like these, so I am going to be getting rid of these ones because I just feel like that the colour just doesn't look very good on the skin, and it's just a little bit annoying when you got something that looks very, very orange on the skin. And I have the Barry M Chisel Cheeks contour kit, and I did do 2 videos on this. I did a review and also how I use this, and I really do love this. I haven't used it in a very long time, but it blends amazingly. It goes well with every single skin tone as well, and it just looks so nice. So I'm going to be keeping this just because I really do like it, and I feel like I need to get hold of it again and just use it more, because I have tried the Makeup Revolution contour kit. That was about the same price, but it just doesn't work very well on the skin. The only thing I do have to say is I do wish that they had a highlighter in there that was a shimmery one, because in here it just isn't. It's just a matte one, but it is quite nice for setting under the eyes, but I do wish that it was a shimmery one. But I am going to be keeping it because I do really love it. Next I have the Kirkland Shimmer Powder, and I think this is a bronzer. I've had this for a very long time. I haven't even opened it, and it says that you only meant to keep it for 12 months, and I think I've had this for about 4 years, so I am going to be getting rid of this one because it's past its expiry date. And I have the Benefit Hoola Bronzer as well. I love this. It's my holy grail. I use it all the time. I'm even wearing it today, and this is my go-to powder bronzer. I just think it looks so gorgeous, so I'm going to be keeping this. I also have the NYC Sunny Bronzer as well, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the Hoola bronzer. I'm just going to bring them up side by side, and they don't really look that similar in the pan. I haven't swatched them side by side to see what they look like, but I do like this bronzer, so I'm going to be keeping it. I don't use it that often, but I'm going to try and use it a little bit more. And I have the Ted Baker bronzer, and this is what it looks like. It looks like a highlighter and a bronzer in one, but I don't use this. I don't think I am ever going to use it, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it, because there's absolutely no point in keeping it in my collection if I know I'm not going to use it. But I love the packaging, it just looks so gorgeous, so that is a plus for me, but I just don't really like what's inside it. And I have the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, and I bought this specifically for when I have fair skin, and I heard so much about this and I just love the look of the packaging. Just look at that, it's just incredible. And I haven't actually used this yet. I have done a swatch and it looked really gorgeous, and that's what it looks like. So it's a really nice pale bronzer for if you are pale skinned, so I'm going to try this out when I get pale for winter. And I have the Collection Bronze Glow Mosaic Bronzer, and I did really like this, but I don't really reach for it. I don't use shimmery bronzers. I just feel like that they look a little bit odd on my skin now, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. But it was really nice. I love the colours to it. I did do a tutorial using it and I thought it was really gorgeous, but I just don't use it, so there's no point in keeping it. And I have the Benefit Dew the Hoola bronzer, and this is a cream bronzer. I haven't tried it out yet. This is a sample, so I'm going to try this out and see what I think of it, because like I said, I do like cream bronzers, but I am going to see how this goes, because I know that it can go a little bit wrong for me with these type of bronzers. And I have an illuminator. I don't know why this is in here, because that's meant to be for my highlighters, so I'm going to put that with my highlighters. And I have the W7 Hollywood Bronze and Glow, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury duo that she has, and I think this is really nice. I really like the highlighter. Just look at how gorgeous that is. So I love the highlighter, and the bronzer is really pretty as well, but I don't really reach for this a lot, but I'm going to try it out a little bit more, see if I like it. So I'm going to keep this because the highlighter is really nice and the bronzer is really nice as well, so I'm going to try this out a little bit more because I did like it when I used it. And I have the 17 Bronze Cream Blush, and I know for a fact I'm not going to use this. I did put it in this one because it is more like a bronzer, but I'm not going to use this. I think I've used it twice on the eyes and I didn't like it that much, so I'm going to be getting rid of that one. And then I also have the Colourworks Bronzing Pearls, and I think I got this in a set for Christmas a few years ago, and I just haven't reached for it. I just don't really like shimmery bronzers, so I'm going to be getting rid of that one. Then I have the Wet n Wild Contour Stick, and I got this from America and I absolutely love it. I love the contour side and I also love the highlighter side as well. I just think they're so gorgeous. They look amazing on the skin. It blends out like a dream as well, and a lot of people have said that they've noticed that they've been breaking out with this. I haven't had that problem. I think it's really good. It's also cruelty free as well, which I love, so I'm going to be keeping this one. And then I also have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and this is in the shade Dolce de Leche, I think is how you pronounce it. But I haven't even opened this yet. I did really want to try it out. I bought it last time I went to America, so I'm going to keep this, try it out and see if I like it. And then I have the Ciate London Olivia Palamo palette, and this is a duo, so you get the blush and you also get the bronzer in there as well. I've only used this a couple of times. I did like it. I thought the formula was really nice, but I feel like I really need to reach for it a little bit more because it's just sitting in my collection. It is really beautiful, but I am going to keep it just to see if I use it. If I don't use it, then I'm going to be getting rid of it. And then the last one I have is the Collection Bronzing Powder. You can see how old this is because you can't even see any writing on it, and it's just really old and it just looks really horrible on the skin. It's very orange and I don't know which skin tone this would suit, and it's really shimmery as well. I don't really like it. It is really affordable and you get a giant pan, but I am going to be getting rid of it because I know for a fact I'm not going to use it anymore. So these are the bronzers that I'm keeping and what I'm getting rid of, and I feel like I did really well with getting rid of some bronzers. I think I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got rid of 8 bronzers, and I know for a fact I'm not going to use these anymore, so it's good for me to get rid of them. And I've also kept some. I haven't kept a lot. I think I've done really well on those. It's just because some of these are contours as well, so they're sort of different to bronzers, so I wanted to keep some of these, but there are some that I'm going to get rid of if I don't start using them soon. So I have kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've kept 10 of them. I've got rid of 8 of them, so I think I've done really well on there as well. So these are all my highlighters, and I didn't realise I had that many until I just put it out right now, and I think that's quite crazy for me because there are only a couple of highlighters that I use every day, and I know for a fact that I'm going to get rid of quite a few of these because I either don't use them or I don't like them. So I have quite a few here, and I already know some of them that I'm going to get rid of. So the first thing is the Make It Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter, and this is in the shade Golden Lights. I haven't tried this out, but I heard so many amazing reviews on this, so I am going to be keeping it because everyone's been saying how good it is, so that's going to be my keep pile. And this one is a Mary Kate and Ashley Luminous Finish Highlighter that I got years years ago. I think I was probably about 12 when I got this, but I've just kept on to it because it was really nice for me, and just look at that shimmer as well. And I used to absolutely love this. I was obsessed with this. So I am going to be getting rid of this one because it is really old, but it's one of those that I do really like it, so I don't want to get rid of it. And the next one is Colour Couture highlighter, and I haven't even used this. I think I've done a swatch of it. I did get this in a set for Christmas, but I don't really like it. Just look at that. It just seems too icy for me. So I'm going to be getting rid of this one. And then I have the Mary Luminizer from the Balm. This is my holy grail. I'm going to be keeping this definitely because I love it so much. And just look at that highlighter. I use it every single day and it just feels nice and buttery on the skin, and it doesn't look like chunky glitter. So this is keeping with me. And then I also have the free set as well. So you get the Mary Luminizer, the Cindy Luminizer and the Betty Luminizer in one. And I got this quite a while ago because I'm obsessed with my Mary Luminizer. So you get the three in there. So you get the highlighter, the blushy type of one, and then the bronzer one as well. So I am keeping this because I love the Balm's highlighters. They're incredible. And then I also have the Cindy Luminizer, which I'm of course keeping as well. And this is what it looks like. I've used it quite a few times and I love it. And it's the blush coloured one. So you can put it over the top of blush, or you can use it as a highlighter as well. And I think it's just stunning. I love it. So I'm keeping this one. Then I have the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter, and I'm going to be getting rid of this one because it's gone everywhere. And I have ordered another one of these, but this is just crazy. I can't even fix that because there's hardly any product left in there. So I'm going to be getting rid of it. And I'm really sad because this was one of my holy grails. I used to love it, and then I dropped it and it went everywhere and I hardly had any of the highlighter left. So I'm going to be getting rid of that one, and it's gone all over my hands. Just look at that, my hands are covered in highlighter. Then I have a Ted Baker Pearly Pink highlighter. I don't use these, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Then I have another one which is Ted Baker Golden Glow Illuminator. I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't use it. Then I also have a highlights which is exactly the same as a Benefit High Beam, but it was so much more affordable. I think it was like £2, but this is really old, so I'm going to be getting rid of it. And then I have the Benefit High Beam, and this is the full size one that I got last year that I haven't used yet, and that's how big it is. And look, it's pretty much exactly the same as the highlights one there, exactly the same packaging, they're almost the same shade as well. So I am going to be keeping this one because everyone keeps talking about how good this highlighter is, so I'm going to try it out myself and see if I like it. Then I have the MAC Cinderella Iridescent Pressed Powder, and I absolutely love this. Packaging is just incredible and the colour is just amazing as well. I love this. Just look at how gorgeous that is, and it just looks really princessy as well. So I'm going to be keeping this because I love it. I use it a lot and it's one of my favourites. I have a So Susan highlighting stick, I think. I'm not too sure. I haven't used this before. I don't even know if I can take it out of the box, but oh. So this is what the So Susan one looks like, and it just looks like a stick highlighter. I don't like these. I haven't even used this. I haven't even opened it, so I am going to be getting rid of it because I know for a fact I'm not going to use this up anyway. And then I have a Collection Speedy highlighter, and I'm not really too sure how I feel about these. I don't really use the stick highlighters. I think I will try it out just so I can see what it looks like, but I'm not really too much a fan of them. But if I don't like it, I am going to get rid of it. I'm going to try it out. If I don't like it, it's going to go anyway, so I'm going to keep that one. And the Jelly Pom Pom Cosmetics All Over Glow Illuminated Gel. I don't like this. I've tried this a couple of times. I think it just doesn't work out, so I'm going to be getting rid of that one. And then I also have 3 of the Makeup Revolution liquid highlighters, and these are new ones that I haven't opened yet. I just got them in the post, and I have 3 shades. I have Liquid Starlight, Liquid Champagne and Liquid Luminous Gold, and these are just gorgeous shades and I can't wait to try these out. I will be doing a first impression or a video using these to see what I think of them, so I'm going to be keeping all 3 of those. And then I have 2 of the Makeup Revolution shimmer bricks, and I have the rose gold one and the radiant one. I'm going to get rid of the radiant one just because when I use it as a highlighter it looks very silver on the skin. It doesn't look very good, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. This one is pretty good actually. You can use it as eyeshadow. I don't reach for it that often, but I think I might keep it just because it is an affordable version of a highlighter and it just looks really nice on the skin anyway. Then I have the Makeup Revolution Ultra Strobe Cream. I can't get used to these. I've tried it quite a few times and it just doesn't really work very well for me. I'm going to see if you can see what it looks like. But you can use it under or over your foundation, and I think it looks nice and shimmery, but I don't really know. I think I am going to try it out a couple more times. If I don't like it, then I'm going to get rid of it, but at the moment I'm going to keep it. Then I have the Kirkland Shimmery Blush Stick in Champagne Glow. This is more of a highlighter than a blush, but I'm going to be getting rid of this because this is really old. I've only used it a couple of times and I feel like it's expired. And then I also have the Me Beat the Blues Oyster Gold Liquid Highlighter. I'm going to get rid of this because I know for a fact I'm not even going to use it. And then I also have the Essence Light Your Face Luminizer Palette. And I haven't even tried this out yet. I did get this in a beauty box, but it just looks really gorgeous. I'm going to do a couple of swatches. Now they are really pretty. So I'm pleasantly surprised because as you can see that is really nice and glowy, so I'm going to keep this and try it out and see what I think. So it might be a really good option for me to wear to work when I don't want to have high-end products on, so I am going to try this out because those just look amazing, so I'm going to keep that one. So I've sorted out all of my highlighters. This is what I'm getting rid of and this is what I'm keeping. I'm getting rid of 11 highlighters, which is incredible, and I know for a fact I'm going to have a lot more room in my collection now. I'm going to have a lot more room in my drawers, so I think I did really well getting rid of 11 highlighters. I have kept quite a few, but I think I am going to test these out. If I don't use them, I'm just going to get rid of everything that I don't use, because some of them do look pretty, but I just don't use them that often, so I'm going to go through those in a couple of months and see what I want to get rid of those as well. So this is everything that I'm getting rid of. These were all the powders, blushes, bronzers and highlighters that I'm getting rid of. I'm getting rid of 32 products in here, so I have 8 bronzers, 11 highlighters, 3 powders and 10 blushes that I'm getting rid of, which is absolutely crazy. I can't believe I actually had this amount of things in my drawers and more. This is just crazy for me, and I feel like some of these can get really good homes and some of them really need to go in the bin, so I feel like I've done a really good job with these, but I'm really proud of myself. I think I've done really well, and I actually think I've done better than when I did my foundations and concealers. I've got rid of a hell of a lot of stuff, so now I'm going to take all of the things that I want to keep and put them in my drawers, and now I can go ahead and get rid of all of these, and I'm really happy because now I feel like I've decluttered quite a lot out of my makeup drawer. So I'm going to go ahead and put everything that I'm keeping back in this drawer, and there are still some items that are from different drawers, so it might not look like I have as much room as if I didn't take other things out of other drawers, but I just wanted to make sure that I declutter everything that is in this drawer, or anything that is to do with powders, blushes, bronzers and highlighters. It also goes down quite far back as well. As you can see, that's how far down my hand goes, so I can get a lot more things in the back there.